The world beneath the pool. The moment Milyoku touched the dark pool, the ground shivered beneath her bare feet. A pull, like the tug of a tide, dragged her downward, not physically, but in a way her spirit recognized. The sky above the pool blurred, and her reflection vanished. She fell into silence. Then light. Then sound. She stood, dry but breathless, in a place that shimmered with wet brilliance. Giant flowers with glowing blue petals swayed to music made by wind and water. Trees wept instead of blossomed, their tears forming rivers that sang. This was Odiumiri, the forgotten realm of water. A woman sat atop a throne carved from coral and jade. Her hair flowed like a waterfall, her skin was silver blue, and her eyes were identical to Milyoku's, rain-filled, eternal. Daughter of echo and storm, the woman said, "You have returned." "Who are you?" Milyoku asked. "I am Ezenwani Mary, the Water Queen. You are the last voice of our covenant. The covenant of rain." The queen led her to a pool that reflected not water, but memories. Milyoku saw images ripple across the surface. A time when Umuozala worshipped water, not feared it. Women danced barefoot in flooded fields. Children bathed in sacred pools, laughter like bells. A river shrine where offerings floated on banana leaves. Then, change. Colonial missionaries tearing down sacred trees. Men damming rivers and draining wetlands for yam farms. A chief breaking the oaths of his ancestors for power. And finally, silence. The rivers dried. The rain stopped. And the Ezenwani turned her face from the land. "They forgot us." "And the rain listens only to memory," the queen whispered. "But I remember," Milyoku said. "I feel the water in me. It speaks." "Yes. Because you were born from both worlds." A bridge. The test of the waters. "To return the rain, you must pass the three waters," said Ezenwani. "The river of silence. The river of fire. The river of return." Milyoku did not hesitate. She stepped into the river of silence, and found herself in her own mind. No sound. No thought. Only her fears screaming in the silence. Visions of being drowned, burned, abandoned. But she walked forward, repeating, "I am the rain. I flow. I endure." She emerged stronger. The river of fire was next, a tunnel of boiling water, where she had to walk through flames disguised as memories. She saw her mother weep alone. Her village curse her name. Her younger self crying beneath the Udola tree. But she walked, step by step, until the fire respected her tears. The river of return was come. She walked into it and rose from the pool back in the real world, soaked and changed. A white mark now glowed on her forehead, shaped like a raindrop. The fire in Umuozola. She returned to find her village ablaze. A massive fire had broken out in the yam barn. The wind had carried flames across rooftops. The people screamed, running for cover, throwing sand and curses into the air. Milyoku ran into the smoke. Villagers saw her and gasped. She returns in the fire. She is the one who called it. Then it happened. Her eyes clouded. She dropped to her knees. And the sky above her split open. The sky breaks again. Thunder cracked. A single drop of rain fell on her cheek. Then another. Then 1,000. Then the sky, weeping like a mother who found her child again, opened with a great roar. Rain fell. Real, heavy, healing rain. It quenched the fire. It flooded the cracked earth. It danced on roofs and soaked the ash from burning huts. And the people of Umuozola fell to their knees, weeping. Not from fear. From remembrance. They had forgotten what it felt like. The reckoning. That evening, the elders called a gathering. Ngozi stood with her daughter, tears and rain mixing on her face. Is Anin, the chief, stepped forward. "We wronged you, Milyoku. You were our blessing, and we cursed you." The old Dibia, Daikmyo, stepped forward. "She is the covenant reborn." Milyoku did not ask for praise. She spoke calmly. "If you want the rain to stay, you must remember. You must honor the water again." The villagers built a new shrine, not grand, but honest. They offered clean water, calabashes of palm oil, and songs. And the rain, like a friend finally welcomed home, began to return in its season. The girl who became rain. Years passed. The fields grew again. The Udola tree bore fruit so sweet it became legend. Milyoku never left the village, but her name traveled. People came from far away to ask how she made the skies weep. She would smile gently and say, "I didn't make them cry. I helped them remember how." On the day she passed, old and at peace, it rained. A gentle, soft rain that lasted 3 days and 3 nights. And on the third morning, a child was born under the Udola tree, with grey eyes. The covenant was not broken. It had only begun again.